And it comes around. Now back for Wierkosh. His shot, and that went wide through a screen. That was close. And then Carlson fell down. And now Steve on in a race. 3-on-2 here. Ott to the back. And looks in front. Finds Pietrangelo. In on goal. Shot. And knocked out of midair by Tarasenko.
We've seen it against the Blues. He's always in the middle of things, so you got to keep your head up when he's around.
Senators average about 12 minutes a night and only 2 for their last 13 against the Sens. Blues win the face-off. Steen, Tarasenko, now Shattenkirk right in. Wide open net, they score! Schwartz on a brilliant passing play.
Jori Lehtera is on the doorstep.
There's no goal in the play. We have incidental contact with 12 Blue running into the goaltender. No goal, no penalty.
Incidental contact. No goal, no penalty. And we'll focus in on the very front of the net as we see a pinpoint passing play right there. Lehtera is way out of the way, and he is clearly not in the crease.
And around to Cole. Cole a drive. Tip wide by Oshie. And the Senators played onto center ice now for Condra. One-on-one against Cole. Former teammate at Notre Dame, a shot. And the rebound is not in, but a whistle. And now both teams have had a goal called back.
On the PK, fires it. It's fluttering. It's behind him, but you can clearly hear the whistle go. And a frustrated Condra. The shot goes off the blade, fluttering, knuckler, off the cheater of the glove, in the glove, through the legs, behind the legs. Holy jumping.
I saw an interview he did the other night with Hockey Night in Canada, and he said he really misses coaching. He said he loved coaching when he was down in Phoenix. And Stastny comes in, and that's up into the midsection. What a shot. That was blocked by the stick of Shattenkirk. And he goes for a skate up the far side. Under 7 to play here in the opening period. Now that's gloved down by Oshie. He works in for the shot. Trying to go on the stick side, and Leonard got a piece of that one.
Former first rounder of Wayne Gretzky's Phoenix Coyotes, 3rd overall.
I was going to say, he played for Wayne down in the desert, right, Darren?
Played a lot for Wayne.
Here's Cole, a drive. Tip. They score! Ian Cole! It was tipped. Leonard wants it reviewed.
It's a knuckler. Regardless, the fourth line continues to contribute offensively. Ryan Reeves finds the point man Cole. It hits the stick first and flutters. And it looked like it might have gone off Carlson. Lapierre is there as well. Lapierre came first to the bench in high five, and it tells me that he might have touched it. No, Lapierre doesn't touch this at all. It hit Carlson before Lapierre.
For turning.
No question. He plays bigger than what he is. He shoots the puck harder than what he looks like in practice. He passes the puck firm.
And a drive by Stone and a pad save there by Elliott. Pierre trying to tip it. Here's Bobby Ryan. He's mauled by Ryan Reeves. The puck to center. And then drilled back in by Pietrangelo. And Reeves will chop the puck, and that does roll to center ice. Who's fourth line? They've been doing the job again tonight. Now Pietrangelo, he'll drift in. And a wrist shot. Blocker saved by Leonard. And here he comes, Carlson. 16 points on the year. Tops on the Ottawa club. Turning Shattenkirk, long pass, picked off. Carlson with it, a drive and a stick save by Elliott. Ceci back to center with 15 left here in the period.
One guy to watch, Hoffman. We saw that in Ottawa, John. Number 68 on Ottawa. Boy, can he skate.
Now the Blues get some room here at center. Backus comes in, and a shot. Now let go by Stone. That was off a leg. And now the puck in front. Moved along by Cole. And now for Schwartz. And he motors in. Schwartz a shot. And that is caught by Robin Leonard. And 5 to go in the power play. Tipped in deep by Stone. Pietrangelo hounded from behind by Smith. Senators get it back to the line. Hoffman is on the point of drive. That's blocked. A good forecheck there. Senators with it. Lazar trying to clear it away. Now the rookie goes back behind the goal. Lost it. Schwartz in front. Here's Ian Cole. Fires it. Rebound loose. And trying to kick one to the corner. That was broken up and played to center by Greiba.
Yeah, as he was trying to kick the puck, the players on the bench were handing him his stick.
He has a new twig. Now it comes into Steen. Right at chance. He scores! Alexander Steen!
Lots of room, and the Blues are able to get that puck right back into the zone. Steen starts it off in the neutral zone, and then he gets himself on the right side, beating the big Swede Leonard on the glove side. There's Steen with a reverse play over to Shattenkirk. Another reverse play to Stastny, who finds Steen wide open on the right-hand side. And before the defenseman can go down, you see Borowiecki trying to go down there. Does it glance off his stick? I don't think so.
Now for Carlson. Can that kid skate? Into the zone, Smith. Now to Neal, running on goal. And Elliott makes a save.
It's loose.
Neal jams away. It's in.
Oh, another whistle. Well, the Blues end up backing up because of the fact that Carlson has the puck gain in the zone. And we heard the whistle. We heard the whistle go before Butler takes in Condra, or Condra's going that way and Butler's there. Well, this looks like a quick conversation.
We've got no goal on the ice. There's incidental contact with the goaltender. No goal.
He is hit hard by Smith behind the play. And now Cowan up the boards. Shattenkirk right back on Smith. He buries him, and now they go after Shattenkirk. As they operate on the power play. Back for Pietrangelo. Now played around to Cole, to Schwartz. Tip back to Pietrangelo, now for Tarasenko. They don't give him much room. Pietrangelo, the shot, and cut through, and a save by Leonard. Little angle from the GoPro down there. Blues win the face-off. Comes back to Pietrangelo. And then Cole, a shot, and he got a lot on that one.
That's
and a save by Leonard. Schwartz for Cole. And then back to Pietrangelo. And he'll walk the line. Then Cole, a shot. Rebound, Tarasenko, tough angle. Ottawa back in full strength. Blues at 5 shots on that power play. So we're back to full strength. Oshie trying to spin off Condra's check. In front, Stastny, a drive right on goal. In a post-Thanksgiving night game. And then it's back on the road for 4 games. Now Turris. Out high to Wierkosh. He winds up to CC the drive. Pad save. Allen, the rebound in front. Reeves, Ott, and Lapierre. This line is chipped in with another goal tonight, as they were on the ice when Ian Cole scored. Now back Wierkosh. And then for Greiba. And they score into the top corner. And it's 2-1.
I'll halt some of that momentum from that fourth line of the St. Louis Blues, and now a quick line change, and Ken Hitchcock will throw out the Laterra, Schwartz, and Tarasenko line. And the Ottawa Senators on back-to-back nights very much alive in this game. Wierkosh goes back to his partner Greiba. Greiba had that fight with Ryan Reeves in the second period, and his shot, he buys some time. Lapierre gets out of the shooting lane. He kind of slides out of the shooting lane, and it allows Greiba to...
And again, it hit traffic in front. Stastny back of the goal. Can't get it. MacArthur now to Carlson. Winds up, drive on goal. Right pad save by Allen. It is Turris, Chiasson, MacArthur, Ryan up front. Senators get it back to Carlson. Carlson, a shot off the goal post. And the rebound is shot wide by Chiasson. That hit the post. That was a tough break. Jackman just broke the stick. Steen with it. Not out. Hoffman gets it. A shot, they score! It got through Allen, and somebody knocked it in, and we have a tie game.
Well, some brutally horrendous luck there. Barrett Jackman's got the puck on his stick in the corner, and it must have been weakened by either a shot block earlier or a whack on the shaft there. It looks like he's got an easy out of the zone anyway off the glass, but his stick snaps in half. Puck ends up still at this point. I thought that Steen had a chance to get that puck out, but he was stripped of the puck, stick lifted, and the Never Say Die Ottawa Senators bounce back. Hoffman's shot hits a leg first, and then it's loose underneath the goaltender. Kyle Turris is there.
Of course, CC beat the Blues with an overtime winner last year in Ottawa.
A shot from the point where a lot of the offense derives from Ottawa.
Shattenkirk a drive and a pad save there by Oshie with Berglund. And he can't walk around Bobby Ryan. And Ottawa thinking offense here. Mike Hoffman comes in, trying to cut to the slot. One-timer off the goal post. Now in front, though, look out. CC with it. A drive blocked by Backes. And chipped to center ice by Stastny. And then Backes lost it. Look out here. Turris in. And a glove save by Allen. And a game-saving glove save there. And that goes wide of the goal. Then around to Laterra. He goes for a high skate. Here he comes, Laterra. Circles the wagons. Wraparound. And it's saved by Leonard. Out. 2-on-1. Turris. Great stick by Jackman. And now the Blues have numbers the other way. It's Schwartz and Steen. To Steen. And a diving play by Ryan to break it up. Now Jackman to Steen. In front of drive. Scooped up by Leonard. And no further play. The Senators' third shooter. Ryan comes in. And he scores. And Ryan wins it for Ottawa.